Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend, for it's our last refrain. Forever young, ever strong, ever brave. Memories like this never end, no, they don't fade away. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. And I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. Close to the sun. Here's to the ones who let shine through the rain, the ones who stood for something more. We won't forget your names. The tide is high, say goodbye, we set it sail, and all those midnight secrets told, we'll take them to the grave. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun. So when I'm gone, oh, when I'm gone, I'll be right there, close to the sun. Keep holding on, and I'll be right there, close to the sun, close to the sun.
All right, I'm unmuted and working, I think. So let me shut this background. Ooh, this is brutal. Hang on. There we go. Oh, so much better. So much echoes. I'm still professional here. You know, we've got this production thing under control. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna say hi to chat. It is Monday. I'm off on Mondays, which is just amazing. So I got to do some errands and get things done, and it is really tropical here in San Diego. We have a Hurricane Frank. Thanks a lot. Crude as fuck. No, just kidding. There's like a hurricane. I think its name's Frank. Actually, technically, I think it's a cyclone if it's in the Pacific, but they're calling it a hurricane. Or I don't know if it's where it is in the latitude, longitude. I don't know, but maybe it's the hemispheres. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But anyway, this guy started like over by Baja and has just kind of been giving us all this tropical heat. And so yesterday I went in the pool and I felt just as wet outside of the pool as in the pool. Like it was just completely like the same. So the same all the way. So very unusual. Well, I mean, we can get this kind of coming up here occasionally, but it's been pretty intense. So it's a little bit humid. So anyway, I'm going to say hi to chat. Um, I always hesitate on how to say your name, so I'm going to just go for it and say bro hi, welcome. And Melissa the Boomer, welcome. Rose, welcome. Mary Sunshine with the shifty eyeballs, welcome. Kurt Cocaine, Welcome. That goes along with one of my favorite Shanny channels is Fat Courtney Love. Kurt Cocaine would go along with it really well. Um, Nikki P, welcome. Lucifer, welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. A lot of the clips I'm going to be using is on new channel, old archivist, Shabby ForChrist. And so I have the link in the description. If you could give that a like and a share, I would really appreciate it. Uh, they've done a lot of work to compile a lot of things together. And so definitely want to give them a shout out to Shabby ForChrist. Oh, there you are, John Peterson. There you are. I don't know what's happening, but yeah, like I'm just kind of scrolling through the chat on StreamYard and not the chat on YouTube. So that might be what happens. But I see you there. You're not chopped now, and you're not liver. So welcome, welcome. All right, let's see here. So I did invite a couple of people to maybe join in, and they may or may not join in later. So, yeah, because you know how I am. I like to play off of people. I I do not enjoy just monologuing. I'm not that skilled. So I know I am 10 subs away. Now's your chance to unsub for me and give me a fuck you. But I have had watch hours for days and days and days and days, like forever. I've had watch hours made for this channel at least 2 years. I've hit the watch hour mark, but I have never hit the sub mark, which is just hilarious. So you can either sub, and it would be super appreciated over here. And yeah, so current topic is Shanny for Christ. And so we're going to watch a couple videos and we might be amused. We might be in shock. We might be in awe. You know how it goes. It's always kind of just weirdness. So let me start with this one. Do, 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 do. It has been a while since I've streamed, and my brain just went, how do I do this? This is what happens when you don't do things on the regular. It gets weird. Oh, wow. I just learned something. I can switch to 2 different cameras if I wanted to, and that would be really fancy, right? I don't know why I would do that. Maybe if I was doing like a cooking stream or something, but you know, Lord knows that would be a disaster. All right, here we go. Again, this is on the channel Shabby ForChrist Archive. Give them a like and a share. They are in the description. And actually, I'm going to link them in chat because I think that archivists do an awful lot of work. And a lot of folks don't realize how much time it actually takes to clip well, you can kind of download. There's some tricks to download faster. It does take a lot of work to clip and find things and take the time to make shorter things. As somebody that's done some editing, I know that it is a time sink, definitely. So definitely want to support your archivists. Okay, here we go. Shanny for Christ, wearing a bro hat, flat brimmed. Okay, okay.
Absolutely this. So my man absolutely.
Oh, man.
Let me just tell you, my man absolutely 100% like check this babies. My man loves me like 100% that he's willing to buy me this. This is Christian Dior's Joy. And guess how much this perfume costs?
Guess how much the perfume costs, folks? This is your chance to make a guess. Now, there's what she says it costs and how much like do you say it's costing? Because I mean, I don't know. It could have come from Marshalls. I don't know. What's the cost of this? I don't know. Anyone know? I'm not an expert. If it smells good and it's like not extravagant, I might like it, but I have no idea. I'm not an expert. Anybody know? Anybody know? So this is from 2019. So it is a while ago. 2019. Unless Anon, you're talking about me cutting my hair, but like I think you're talking about Shanny. My hair is chin length. It's just brushed back a little bit. Um, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a perfume expert. Um, but I'm gonna go for $50. Let's see.
$258.
Wait, what?
$258 because it
$258.
smells so wonderful. And I'm gonna put this $258 perfume on by Christian Dior because you know what? I may be white trash,
Definitely white trash.
but I'm expensive white trash. And
She keeps spraying. That's a lot of spraying.
that's all that matters. Is to be you want to see the most coolest thing about this bottle? Not only is it like thick fucking glass, like you can't fucking break this, but this, check this out.
Look at those claws. Look at those talons she has.
Check the lid out. Oh, did you see that?
So many
It's
sprays.
fucking magnetic. It's a magnetic cap for your.
Oof.
Yes, go purchase yourself some Christian Dior's Joy, or at least sample it so you know how amazing it smells. $258, ladies. I love my man. I love my man. I don't care. He spoils me, and I like being spoiled, and there's nothing wrong with being spoiled. Especially for someone who never was spoiled, ever. Ever in my life, I was never spoiled. I was never showered with love and gifts and affection.
Here's how it went. Like at that time, like Rev's like, kind of wet brain and yeah, Shanny, I'm a puppet. And so she is like, I want a keyboard. And she gets a keyboard. And she's like, I want a mouse. Get a mouse. I want a new alien laptop. Got an alien laptop. I want this expensive perfume. I want a ring. I want a necklace. All these things that she was getting. And he's just like, yeah, yeah, Shanny, yeah. Because he's borked out of his mind. And so she's just buying things constantly. And then she's going, oh, my man is sharing me with all these thoughtful gifts. It's so thoughtful that you picked that out for yourself. It's so thoughtful. Oh man, he's just so thoughtful.
Never. And I'm finally getting it. It's
This was back
finally
in
my
Colorado.
turn to
Yeah.
get love and affection and spoiled. Because I need it. He knows it. That's why he's in my life, to spoil me.
That's why Rev is in her life, is just simply to spoil her. That was his purpose. When God created Rev, when the sperm met the egg, God said, I have a future for you and I have a plan. And just like that verse in Jeremiah, I have a plan to prosper you and have you waste all your money on this black hole of a human being called Shanny.
And it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Because he really does love me. And he just wants to see me happy. And I'm always like with these perfumes, no, it's okay. No.
But he's like, Shanny, you stink.
It's okay. But he would not say no. He was like, no.
What do they call people that don't take baths, but then they like cologne themselves quite a lot and they spray perfume everywhere? Like I have a feeling like she's fairly unbathed. She probably stinks, being that she's a bit obese and she's not very mobile. And so I just figured like that's why she's squirting so much. There's a lot to overcome.
You love it. You love it. You're getting it. So I love being spoiled. So that's on you guys. That's on you guys.
Oh, yuck. Oh, make that stop. Oh, yuck. We're just going to turn that off right away. Yes, my selective playlist is all over the place, by the way. If you want to see how worked my algorithm is, watch these like between clips, and it's really funny. We can watch Tool, and we can watch Perfect Circle, Shanny for Christ, Kurt Cobain, Haley Mills, a string quartet, apparently Shiny Vampires. So if you want to see how interesting my algorithm is, it is constantly interesting. Sometimes they even have like really great things like serial killers. I'm like, oh, okay, that's great. Just bring them on in. I have the best algorithm ever, just so you know. All right. So that was Shanny. Thoughts on this. Let's see here. First of all, positively godless. If you would like to come in, I would love to have you come in if you want to. And that and or Navy if you would like to as well. I know that like y'all I haven't seen positively in for so long. If you think I'm a Shanyologist, positively godless knows as much as I do, I bet. Man, back in the days, man, there was just so much going down. Do you remember like that weird hangout? And I gotta find the link because I think someone has a clip of it where we were in there and it was me and Positively Godless. And I think Rev was trying to confront Shanny, saying that he wasn't that into her. And on the sidelines, he's DMing me going, Deidre, I swear nothing happened between us. She's a married woman and I would never, Deidre, I would never. And I'm like, okay, well, you probably need to tell her like hold your horses and be like, yeah, like this is not good, lady. Like, don't be alone with her ever and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And so he does this hangout and then he just gets walked over by her. Just walked over. I need to find that hangout because Positively's in there and he's like trying to be so polite, but he's like at the same time. And man, those were the days. So yeah, that was pre pre wet brain, unfortunately. Yeah. Sadly for Jason, she used him and it gets all so disgusting. Yes, it does get disgusting. Yep, yep. Ah, you're listening while working? Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I am off on Mondays. Lucky me. Positively godless makes me swoon. That's right. Shanny had a crush on PG, I think. And for the long time, she would be like, PG has a crush on me. He has a crush on me and he stalks me and he wants me and you can't have this. And we were like, no, that's definitely not what it is. That definitely wasn't what it was. Oh yeah, it was a public private stream. Yeah, that one. Yep. Yep. You remember that? I remember that. You remember. All right, let's see here. You remember. Let's see. Do 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 do. All right, we're gonna queue up another one. Again, shout out to Shabby ForChrist Archive. I also like Fat Courtney Love, and a couple others, but Shabby's been uploading some real good gems that like I've been like, oh yeah, I remember that. I remember that. Let's see here. I'm just gonna scroll backwards real quick. Oh gosh. How about some racism? I'm sure this is gonna go racist really quick. Here we go. Buckle up, folks. It's gonna get racist up in here, I bet. Just looking at the title of this one. The reason the English pillaged my people. My people. Well, as an Irish American, only what, second generation? I have to say that this usually leads to stupidity.
For years, I tried to figure out why the English hates us Irish so much. And now I figured it out. I figured it out.
Wait, why is she talking like that?
It's because of this stuff. This Kerrygold Scalig. It's called a sweet cheddar. It's from Ireland. It's delicious. It's probably the best cheese you could probably ever have in your mouth. This Scalig. Just this right here. Just remember, Scalig.
That's not the only cheese she's had in her mouth.
And I think this is why the English fucking hated us and fucking raped and pillaged our family for years. Because we know how to fucking improve cheddar better than them.
Top of the morning to you. Would you like some cheddar?
And since we're far superior in making cheddar than them, that's why they fucking killed us off. It's because of the cheddar. It's always been about the cheddar. So fuck you, English.
It's about the whiskey, damn it.
Us Irish, we can make really good cheddar. Better than you. Try Kerrygold, Scalig, sweet cheddar. It's delicious. It's from grass-fed cows and is straight imported from Ireland.
Oh my gosh. I'm not good. You know, I wish I was good at doing an Irish accent, but I feel like she did a very bad one right there. But she was probably listening to like, I don't know, House of Pain or something and just was feeling extra Irish that day. And she's just like, jump, 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 jump around. And then she decided to be like, oh, I happen to have this Irish cheese, quote unquote. But who knows? Like this woman is just wow. So I guess she thinks she has fancy cheese and fancy Irish cheese and the cheese of her people. I don't know.
Have a shillelagh day.
A shillelagh day? Jesus, help me.
Yeah, to my fellow Irishmen. Hey, 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 hey. These.
I don't think she's Irish. I'm just saying. And I got my little Irish ring here. See, we all have like a little club ring that you have to be part of. Just kidding. Hi, Headless. How you doing?
Hey, Spackle, isn't that your Buffy the Vampire Slayer ring?
I do like Buffy too, but actually, I've worn one of these since like
pre-Buffy.
12.
Okay, pre-Buffy then. Yeah,
pre-Buffy.
It's okay.
My sister.
Yeah, yours is okay then. If it's post-Buffy, you're a poser.
No, it's pre-Buffy. My sister
Anybody who
got
wears
it for
one
me.
that's post-Buffy, you're a poser.
I actually had to change rings though, like so I kept the ring, but I've worn a Clawder ring since like before I was a teen.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things.
Blue eyes. They came straight from the Isles, from the River Shannon. That's where I got my name.
So what exactly is the cheese of her people?
Oh, just kidding. What's that?
So what's the cheese of your people?
Apparently it's cheddar. I don't know.
Cheddar?
Flashing around.
But isn't cheddar from
cheese.
actually a place called Cheddar? Which would not be Irish, it would be English.
I mean,
like, come on. You know.
I don't know. I'm not a cheese expert. I do like potatoes, but then potatoes don't originate. Potatoes are from the New World and carted back.
Yeah.
Oh, that laugh. Like, who laughs like that? Seriously.
Evil villains.
I have a weird laugh too, though. There's like multiple laughs, and one is like a ha ha, like out there laugh, which is very out of control. And then there's another one that you'll see a lot, and it's a snicker, and I sound like I hate it. I hate that I do that kind of thing, because what it is I'm trying to stop from laughing, and I'm snickering, and I sound like either like that weird dog from Hanna-Barbera that goes. Or
what is that dog's
Ernie.
name? I know
Ernie
the dog you're talking about now, and now I don't know the name of the dog.
I don't know either. If you know the name of the dog, let me know.
It was the early Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Green Frog says Headless is trying to follow Shanny logic. This is where we apply Fabio's law. They're idiots.
Yeah, they're idiots. Yeah,
they're idiots.
And if anybody wants
Muttley, I kind of a Muttley.
Yeah, Muttley, that was the dog. If anybody is looking to help Shanny and Rev right now, because they are on dire needs, they're running out of money for food, you can send them a pizza. I don't have an address. You'll have to find that yourself. I'm not giving you an address. Okay, but their favorite pizza is tomato sauce, pineapple, and anchovies.
Ew. What? I don't say what to the pineapple. I like pineapple on pizza. Judge me. It's the anchovy part.
Trust me, if you do that, we will get a video of Shanny and Rev eating that pizza.
Oh. You know, the worst pizza I've ever seen goes to Annabelle God bless that woman. And she was eating one. It was on a live stream, and it had corn on it. I was like, who
Corn.
puts corn on their
Really?
pizza?
Corn?
Yes, amongst other things. I think there was some sort
People
of fish
in
or
bases
something.
scream about pineapple. Who puts corn on a pizza?
Apparently the English do. I don't know. I was just aghast. And I'm somebody that likes
Yeah.
pineapple on pizza. I was just corn on pizza? What? What is this? Oh man, I would clip that. Just that part of her eating corn on pizza. It's a UK thing. It's
Corn? Really?
just
Corn.
and tuna. Who puts tuna on a pizza? Oh my goodness, the English, man.
Now, do you put the corn and the tuna on the same pizza?
Oh my gosh, Nikki P. What?
No, you don't
What?
put the corn on the pineapple and ham pizza. That's
So Nikki's like from northern UK, I think. She's got like a very like almost sounds like a Scottish accent, but it's not quite to our untrained ear here.
like
And so
okay, so it's from South Scotland,
kinda
not
like
quite the Midlands.
she sounds like the redhead in Game of Thrones, the one with
Okay.
the one that shoots Jon Snow and goes, "You know nothing, Jon Snow." She sounds exactly like that woman. I'm telling you.
I have no idea. I don't watch
Oh.
Game of Thrones.
It's a
So
fantastic
Nikki,
accent. We love it actually.
Nikki, do you deep fry the pizza though?
Oh, who does that? Except for the fair.
Well, they deep fry Mars bars in Scotland.
By the way, I'm trying to kick a soda habit. I love soda. It is probably why I'm such a bullfrog. But I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. I found a way to kind of trick myself from moving away, and it's this Le Croc stuff, and the lemon cello is delicious. It's really good, and there's like no like calories, not an issue. There's not like a lot in there.
See, Green Frog confirmed it.
So,
In Scotland, they fry pizza and pizza burgers. They deep fry shit.
what?
Yeah.
I would have expected
it's
that
not
from
like this-
Mississippi.
Now, I understand the stores don't actually stock these items. You bring them in and pay the guy to dip it in the batter and fry it.
Never been to Scotland.
Yeah.
You've never been to Scotland. Oh my goodness. It's pretty good when you're drunk. Well, I mean, isn't that like the natural state of most Scots? I think Fiona's an exception. Every other Scot I've known, they're just like, whoa, drunk again, are ya? No, Munchie Bar. Oh, I remember the Munchie boxes. So Green Frog lived in Scotland for a little bit and showed me this thing that makes Jack in the Box's munchie stuff look very reasonable, and it's called a Munchie box, and it just has all this food kind of like piled in there, and it's like definitely if you're really high or really drunk, this is something that you might think is good, like for sure. And it's called a Munchie box, and I was like, wow. Oh my goodness. Emo fries deep chocolate at the fair. Emo? Oh my gosh, can you imagine Emo preparing any kind of food for you? Oh, that's just terrifying. He's got a diaper. He might pull his diaper off and throw it at you like he does.
And I wouldn't eat any chocolate he's deep fried because you don't know where he's gotten that chocolate from.
Yeah, you don't know if it's chocolate. You don't know.
Yeah.
Oof. That's just ugh. Oh, okay. Here is a Revelation News one. This is from 2019. So 2019. Okay, let's see. Adding it to stream. We're going to make it nice and big so we can see it real good and hit like.
Hello.
Ugh, this woman.
So, with all the speculations and everything, we have made a decision of what we're going to do with the house. We're not going to give it to anyone. We're going to give it to the Salvation Army and let them do what they need to do with the house.
Yeah. Decision made.
Yep. Decision made.
He is so much like the little king in Alice in Wonderland, when she's like, off with his head, and he's just like, yeah, off with the head, like he's like a little echo.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. He's like a cartoon character. And at that time, look, he's just sort of like, yeah, whatever. We have made a decision. Yeah.
So, how do we sign the contract with Salvation Army?
We'll probably have to get a lawyer or something for that.
Well, we got to get a lawyer to get rid of G-Man anyway.
So
Yeah.
we'll have to look into it.
So, yep.
Yeah.
So,
Now this is the house that they're squatting in right now, right?
Oh, this is new? This isn't an old video?
This is an old video, but they're talking about trying to get rid of that same house that they're now back in.
Oh, okay. Oh, because
Back
this
in
is
the
2
days.
years ago then. 3
Mhm.
years ago now.
Mm-hmm. Wow, like
Yeah.
2019, so it's 2022 now, so
Wow.
it's 2 years ago.
Wow.
Man, they shot through their money real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is when he's starting to come out of mush brain slowly, but he's still
Yeah.
sort of like, yeah, Shanny, whatever. This is
Face it,
cool."
folks. We all missed the bus on this one. We should have all heavily invested in DoorDash. We would
Oh,
have made
man.
a killing
Definitely.
for about
They're-
2 years. I didn't see that coming.
So they're not in the house anymore, but is that because G-Man kicked them out, or is it because, or the city, or is it because of the heat? Because someone said that she couldn't handle the heat, and they were looking for air. Are they permanently out? Oh my goodness!
Wait a minute. If they can't afford food, how the hell are they affording a hotel room or even a cheap motel room?
Probably G-Man. I don't know who else would put them up. They're not earning enough when they stream.
Look, you just take her down to the river and chuck her in for a few hours. That'll cool her off.
Just hose her down, okay? Hose
Yeah.
her down.
Hose her down.
Jeez. When you're that obese, you have all these rolls, and I can confirm she has all these rolls, and it will just not go why. I know they all this, and you have to clean all those, right? If you don't clean all those, you can get either a fungus or an infection
Yeah.
or like dermatitis, things like that.
Yeah.
This woman is not very kempt, and so I can't imagine, like, unless like he actually helps scrub her down, which he doesn't.
What, with a
Yeah.
rag on a stick?
Yeah, I was thinking, when you go to the San Diego Zoo, there's like an area where you can watch the elephants, and they have like a scrubber. I'm so mean. I am so mean. I'm going to hell.
Yeah.
They have the little scrubbers.
All right, let's
Just
not
kidding.
be mean. You're being very disrespectful to elephants.
No, that's true.
Hippopotamuses.
yeah, we made that.
Yeah.
No. So no one needs to fight over it or anything. We're just going to give it to charity. An actual charity. A good charity.
An actual charity.
And we both made this jointly.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Shanny
happy with
jointly
that
made a
decision?
decision what to
I
do with a house that she doesn't own. Yes.
Look how dark his eyes are. They're like completely like.
All right. Well, he's
Glazed
the boss
over
who
and just
owns
like,
the house. He can do what he wants with it. And what do you want to do with the house?
Go to the Salvation Army.
All right. Sorry. Have a nice day, guys.
Give it to the Salvation Army. All right. Well, we could definitely do that. Oh Lord. I'm gonna dare.
Hi guys, Shanny ForChrist here, and I just want to let you know while I'm taking some shower time right now.
We know who else likes to take shower time. JKJ likes shower time too.
That my OnlyFans.com is still up. Don't listen to them and say that I closed it down. I didn't. It's up. It's rocking, baby, and we're gonna be doing some really naughty things tonight. It's bath time, everyone. Don't you want to see me take a bath? Go to Shanny, 4Christ.com.
Shanny for Christ porn. Christ porn. Christ porn.
And go over and see me. See me. See me. You know you want to. On OnlyFans. It's fun. I'm going to be doing a lot of fun because it's bath time today. So go to OnlyFans and Hit me up. I do
you know,
private.
Spackle, this might actually be the last time Shanny ever took a bath.
That's true. I don't, because she's gotten even bigger.
Because they don't make tubs that big anymore. If Shanny was to take a bath now, they'd have to go to the Smithsonian and get that tub that Taft had put in the White House.
He did get a giant tub, didn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know if is it in the Smithsonian now, for real?
I don't know. I'm just thinking.
I knew somebody
It might still be in the White House. Who knows?
I knew somebody that had rented a house, and that house had a specially built shower because the person that previously had lived in the house at one point, it was disabled, and then they sold it. And that shower, you could fit like 16 people in that shower. I mean, I'm not kidding. That it was like a whole room in itself.
It's called a wet room with a hose.
Yeah, like it was a big old shower, and then there was like a hose kind of thing too. And I was just like, that would be perfect for this lady. It would be perfect.
Requests too. So. Oh. But I just had to block a couple people because they were causing disorder. But
you could always take her down to the U-Wash at 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm. So Green Frog and some other people back in the days, and this was before she was with Rev. Back in the days, we noticed that Shanny had some serious floppage, and it hanes a bit, and it hanes real down low, her testicles, and so we decided, this woman needs obviously a bra, and because she's so big, like there's no bras that are like available, and so there was like a talk of like we're gonna just like get this woman a bra, and she was so upset and so offended that anybody would want to contain those things because they're out there, and like right now where she's sitting, I can tell you that they are sitting on her thighs. That's how much they hane. They hane a lot.
You're missing the best part of this. They were gonna get her 2 bras.
I forgot.
One to wear and one as a spare backup for like when you're doing laundry.
That's right.
And they weren't cheap either.
Yeah. But that was like meant to be compassionate. It was like, dude, like you can't, you gotta contain those girls, and but that was just not okay.
That'll be taken care of soon enough too, on Monday, in fact. Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day. Post girl on girl stuff. Ooh, Angelina. Ooh.
Well, if you want to go that far, we can. If that's up to you.
Girl on girl stuff.
Sure, that's up to you. It's your channel. If you want to go into some of that stuff.
Only if it's Trisha Paytas.
Oh my God. Oh wow, you got to tag Trish with that one.
Hey Trisha.
I wonder if Trisha Paytas actually knows that Shanny said that.
Ew. Sorry. What's that?
I wonder if Trisha Paytas actually knows that Shanny said that.
I don't know, but someone needs to send that to her just because.
Yeah. But then also remind her that you met this woman. She was dressed like a unicorn popsicle ice cream behind stage somewhere. Yeah.
That whole tongue part is just, I cannot.
See?
Or Diva.
You see that?
How about Diva?
Oh, Diva. Hi, girl. Hi, wise guy. How are you, baby?
Wise guy's in the tub with you.
I know you're all taking a little shower tubby time with Shannon, a little like sneak peek in what you could see, except you'll see like full disclosure. So go to my OnlyFans and.
At first, I thought you said fold disclosure.
I gotta ask. I just gotta ask. The corner of her mouth there, is that a mole wart thing or is that a piercing?
So fun fact, she has a lot of moles. I think she has 3 on her face, but that one is actually a piercing. I'm pretty sure. And then she's got a piercing on her nose. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. It's gross.
I'm going to say, if you have that many mole warts, why would you have the piercings, and then keep your camera to soft focus so that nobody can actually tell they're piercings?
I
Because
like
now
her
they just
third
look more
eye.
like warts.
The best mole is the third eye mole on the top of the head.
Oh, well, Trisha Paytas ignored the 300 videos she made for her.
There were a lot of videos. I remember. I didn't even know who Trisha Paytas was until they were talking about it because I tend to focus on littler YouTube people, not
Yeah.
the big ones. And so I was like, "Who's this avocado person?" And Trisha Paytas. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Beauty. Didn't even know, but now I know.
Yeah.
She had a piercing under her lip that she doesn't wear now. Yes, it does look like a mole. It's nasty. That's nasty.
Go watch it. It'll be fun. Bye, guys.
Scandalous. Oof. Oof. Can you imagine? Can you imagine that bathwater? It's probably like gray. It's gray and disgusting.
Okay, let's get a poll in the chat. How much water does Shanny need to put in the tub in order to get it to come up to the top? When she gets out, how much water?
All right.
How much water does she displace? Is that the question?
Yeah. Basically, how many inches of water would be in the tub? So when she gets in, the water comes up to the top of the tub.
I'm gonna
4 cups. 4 cups. We got 4 cups. We got 1 cup. Ankle deep.
Ankle deep. I'm going with ankle deep. I can see that.
Maybe 3.
God.
3 inches.
Maybe 3 ankle deep. I like the ankle deep thing. I think
3
that's kind of where we're at.
thimbles.
3 inches. Oh man, there should be a law. It's a crime against nature. Oh man. That's what I was saying. Like, if I had moles quite like that are just mountains on my face, I might want to.
You go to the dermatologist. You go to
Yeah.
the doctor. You get them looked after.
Yeah. Eventually, almost. Well, not almost.
And Trash Panda says there's a fetish for it.
There's a fetish for everything. I swear. Oh. So there's a moly mole fetish. What's that movie? I think it's from Austin Powers when they're like, don't mention his mole. Mole.
All right. So I'm not done with the racism thing.
Are you ever done with the racism thing?
I'm not yet. I have more to say on the issue. Because I really want to see this victim mentality that has been brainwashed into the African American culture to go away. Because I honestly think they're using the whole we were slaves thing as a crutch. As a crutch to stop them from achieving greatness in which they can achieve.
This woman that's too fat to work is talking about what people are using as crutches. I'm just saying.
They use it as an excuse of not getting out of a really bad situation they're in. You know, I lived in the projects before. I've lived in low-income housing. I've been poor off my ass.
Yeah, and then you got some guy with $700,000 and you spent it in 2 years.
Or mommy and daddy paid for you. That too.
You know, I've been arrested unrighteously. I know how it is. Okay?
No, you called the police on
I
yourself, Shanny.
I need more arrest footage. If someone needs to get me arrest footage, I think that is still one of the funniest things.
You know how it is. But you can get yourself out of that situation. You keeping all these excuses of why you can't get out of the situation that you're in is just going to keep you stuck in that victim mentality when you're not a victim anymore. When you can achieve so much as a Black person in America. You have so many grants. You have so many programs that
are utilized to help the black man to get out of precarious situations. And here's the thing. Me, as a white person, if I'm struggling, I can't go into those programs because I'm white.
That literally is not how it works. So I'm in liberal California, and if you're white, you can go into the programs. There's no like no white people allowed signs. There's plenty of people that are white that are partaking in financial help. Like that's just silly. That is just fucking silly. Ridiculous. Especially in those red states. There's a lot of welfare that are white people.
In itself is racist. And I would say against the law that only certain programs cater to a certain minority. You know, what about, you know, a white single mother who needs help? I can't get the same thing that a black
Not true. Not true. Citation needed, Shanny. My gosh. So that's really interesting because, like, there isn't really a fast track for minorities, like she's saying. Like, it really is sort of first come, first serve.
black single mother can get, because she has more programs than a white woman. And then you guys talk about this white privilege thing where I see there's more black privileges in this country than white privileges. And a lot of people are going to turn against me and be like, oh, you're being racist. You're being racist. No, I'm not. I'm being honest. I know what's out there for programs to help you out when you're really fucking poor. Because I was really fucking poor.
You know, you are really fucking poor right now, Shanny, and you're choosing to like squander whatever money you guys do have coming your way on a motel room, which is really interesting. But also, have anyone noticed like how much they eat out? Like they can't ever, like they're so fucking poor, and they're like, someone give me $20, and then they'll blow the $20 immediately on Subway, right, or something. And really, like they could go to the grocery store for $20 and you could have a few meals instead of one meal. Like it's not that difficult. Go to the 99-cent store and don't go for the lobster rolls like Steve McRae, but I happen to be like I'm out of money pro shopper, and I'm telling you that like if you go between say like the 99-cent store and then maybe like one of those mom and pop like places, you can get like a lot of food. Like go to a Save a Lot or a grocery outlet even. Like, oh my god, can't be bothered. Nope.
Shit, dirt poor. Like, I don't want to go back to that living situation again, I'll say that. But if I do, I know what to do. And I know I can survive it. You know, and I know my boys can survive it, you know, because we can survive anything. We're a tough ass, you know, crew. But to use an event that happened that has nothing to do with any of us. White people alive today have nothing to do with what happened 200 years ago. Black people alive have nothing to do with what happened 200 years ago, okay? All those people evolved in the slavery thing is dead. Now, granted, there were the segregation that happened in America 70 years ago now.
Not that long ago.
70 years ago. But you're still crying over that. You're still whining over that. Even though it didn't even happen to you. Your grandmother lived through it, but you didn't live through it.
The lack of acknowledgement, like, between, like, how generations are affected for things like this and how our society still treats people. And it's just hilarious. Like how entitled Shanny really is. Not only is she racist, but she herself is incredibly entitled, and she herself just wants all the food for herself. You know, like I can't even. I don't know. It's just interesting. This is 2019. This aged really poorly, really badly. In fact, she is being supported by a black man right now.
So I don't understand why you're talking about this disparity, but you did not go through it. Your family members went through it. Why are you acting like it was you? You know, I mean, you talk about the black slavery. No one talks about the Irish slaves. No one talks that we were actually, you know, sold for a half a pence while.
I love you notice the switcheroo she does? She's like, you guys were not slaves. You guys didn't suffer. That was your, you know, what, 4th generation, 5th generation ago, you know, so therefore you shouldn't complain. Then she goes on and goes, we were slaves. and switches it. And I've seen this done a few times. She's one of many that have done this and whined and cried about Irish servitude. And it's like, oh, you have a debt to pay. Well, you work it off, and and newsflash, it's an unfair gig, and you'll never get out of it. But just the level of how Irish people were treated versus black slaves, nah, not even comparable. Not even comparable. Like, no, don't even. Like, it's just horrific. I'm tired of it being used. Like, plus, like, it honestly, it's a minority of Irish people too. Like, it's not even very many that were, you know, held in servitude.
The black slaves were sold for 7 pence. Black people were worth more than the Irish, but they never talk about the Irish slaves. Instead, they just talk about the black slaves, and then they put the Irish people in the same quality, the same race as the people who put both of our peoples into fucking slavery. But should I just continue on hating the white man for making my ancestors that are no longer alive today responsible? Should I continue to make what dead men did and make a whole...
Mrs. Parker has an excellent point. Irish slaves were counted still as human, and American slaves, Black American slaves, were counted as cattle. And it really was that bad, because there were rules on how you could treat like a Irish slave. You didn't beat them, you don't breed them, but they treated the other slaves like they weren't human. And so like, it's just not comparable. It's apples and oranges, absolutely. And you see this trope used a lot, particularly Irish white nationalists. So there'll be a white nationalist plus an Irish American background, and it's embarrassing.
Whole people responsible for what dead men did. I don't think it's fair. I've always thought it was fucking stupid, the whole race thing. That's why I make race jokes and stuff. Like,
I make racist jokes because I don't see color. Oh, okay.
That, you know, because I think it's stupid. I think the whole race issue is dumb and stupid. You know, to me, I thought we got over that in the 80s and 90s. You know, I thought we were doing good, but it seems like when Obama became president, the race issues started up again for no reason other than fucking stupid skin color. And to come to me and tell me I'm responsible for slavery, something you weren't involved in and I wasn't involved in, I'm just going to tell you to fuck off. And I'm going to say that you're stupid. And I'm going to tell you you're ignorant. And I'm going to tell you that you weren't involved in it. Why are you whining about something you weren't involved in?
She's so wise. I just, you know, what's great about this is it is hilarious at the same time. We know the ending to this, right? We know that things don't play out very well for her. It's almost like, if you were to believe in karma, which I don't, I think that the rain falls on good and bad people alike. But if you were to believe in karma, this bitch, like, tenfold. Like,
you know, slavery was an atrocity. It was horrible.
You were lied to by, and this is so funny, you were lied to by the Democrats. If you remember your history, you may not. You just
Oh, she's screaming. She's going to scream about how the Democratic Party and the Republicans were completely different parties.
know about the things that, you ignorantly were brainwashed into thinking. It was the Democrats that promised the black man a house, a mule, and land, and they did not keep their promise. It was the Democrats it was the Democrats that promised you a house, a mule, and land, and they did not do what they promised you. Or it wasn't you, it was people that are dead now, they promised. And they didn't keep their promises.
Politicians.
But
are
like I
shady.
said, I
Yes.
paid my reparations, even though my people
What?
were not involved
Wait.
in slavery. I paid for my reparations.
Wait. With what money did you pay with reparations? Like, what is she talking about, Headless? What is she?
I don't know.
I have
Really,
paid my
I don't.
reparations with what? Tax money? Well, no, you don't really pay taxes. Like, with what? Hearts and prayers? Like, I don't know what you paid for. That is so funny.
Like, really, what more does she want? There's an entire day on the calendar dedicated to being Irish. Like, what more does she want?
Oh, wow.
Where everyone who's Irish or who claims to be Irish or who wants to be Irish can run around and be Irish on that day. Like, what more does she want?
Right? Paid what reparations?
Yeah.
I'm still stuck on that right now. Oh my God. It's amazing she's so bitter and entitled and all consuming and really contributes nothing to society. Like, literally non-contributor to society. She's like a society starfish. All she does is lay there.
I did the right thing. Which most people don't do, but I did. Even though my people were not involved. Okay, if I was in that time, I would have been one of those people running the Underground Railroad. I would have had just the funnest shit with it.
Bitch, you would not be working the Underground Railroad. You would take the path of least resistance, because that's how you are, which would be just laying there and being like, wherever it's most convenient, just you go, guys.
Aw, dude, it would be so cool. It's like, nah, get G-Man and put him in the freaking closet, and I'm just going to stand in front of the closet and pretend that I'm dressing. G-Man, if you see a little...
All right, we need to talk about G-Man in the closet for a minute.
G-Man's in the closet.
G-Man's in the closet.
Closet.
Put him in the closet. What
He's
is
in the
that?
closet.
God. She did not just say put G-Man in the closet again. So, Headless, do you remember the G-Man dream? Well, there was two dreams.
The dream. Is this the dream that G-Man had, or a dream that Shanny had about Dream-Man?
No, like the one that G-Man had. Speaking of G-Man in the closet.
Oh.
So he has
Is
this
this like a
dream.
regular closet or a living closet?
He has two dreams. One
Okay.
dream, he starts streaming in the middle of the night. He literally wakes up, and it's probably like 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. He wakes up in the middle of the night, and he goes, I was dreaming about trans people. And starts streaming about how being trans is not godly and all this stuff. And it's like 3 a.m. for him, and he's streaming. Like, it's the first, like, and I'm like, what kind of dream did you have that made you wake up and go, well, I need to go make a stream and about trans people? It's just the most bizarre thing. And then there's the other one that's really famous, which is he was dreaming about being in the bathroom, and my memory could be a little bit hazy by now. He was dreaming about being in the bathroom, a public bathroom, and there was all these guys that were in military wear, military clothing.
Oh, I remember this one.
And then he says some guy busts in on him and is grinning and smiling at him in the stall. And I'm thinking to myself, like, that's some really homoerotic, like, military dream, and I'm thinking, like, I'm sure drag's in it. Like, I am just convinced that Dragnut's like actually like one of the people that he's dreaming about. Probably shirtless, probably military fatigues, like on the waist down, and I'm just like, okay. So speaking of him being in the closet, oh man, but yeah, a couple times he's shared his dreams with us, and then he goes on to this like anti-homo or anti-trans like fest, and it's really funny. It's just so odd.
Side boob, I'm sorry, okay? I'm saving your motherfucking black ass. Now get the G-man, get in the fucking closet. Get in the closet. Don't you be giggling. There's fucking clots outside the door. Shut the fuck up, G-man. And I'll shut the door and I'll stand up and I'll pretend that I'm changing. That's what I would do. Welcome to the Underground Railroad, which I would be like totally. I wish something like that would happen. That would be so cool. Except I think they're doing that now with the caravan in Mexico, which is totally stupid because you are a possibility you're housing a drug lord or a rapist.
Yes, because everybody that comes over the border from Mexico is a drug lord or rapist. Couldn't be somebody that actually wants to work and feed and send money back to their family. No, they're just all criminals. What a moron.
Or I'm sorry. South America's really dangerous and has really messed up people. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you what, I'm in San Diego, and some of the sweetest, kindest, hardworking people I've ever met in my life are Guatemalan. Like straight up, like South America. Oh, okay.
Hey, I say wall that up. You know, wall is an ancient technology. Yeah, an ancient technology that has worked for years, quite like the wheel or fire. Fire and the wheel are ancient technologies. We're still using them. So is gears. Gears are ancient technology. We're still using that.
Shanny, gears are a type of wheel.
Technology. We're still using.
Gears are a type of wheel with teeth in them.
Yeah.
Oh, I used to live in Escondido. That's up north. Yep. Esco is primarily Hispanic now. Like it's a largely Hispanic, and it's hot as Hades up there. But yeah, just a little bit north from me.
Mirrors. And why? And if the wall didn't work, why do we have a wall? Up above, the White House.
Speaking of walls, little known fact, we have kind of a wall in San Diego, and it kind of goes along the border. And we've had it pre-Trump, and it is so unsuccessful. And I understand like wanting to like secure borders and figuring out how to look at our immigration policy, whatever. I don't even care. Like I'm just going to talk about the wall itself and how amazing they've gotten at making these really complex tunnels with railroad tracks or ones that they can even drive through, and how they catapult things overboard and everything like that. Like they have catapults where they launch things over the wall. The wall like doesn't do a whole lot. Like it's just silly. It's just a waste of funds. It's ridiculous. So we've had a wall for a while, and it's hot garbage.
Soon. Why does Obama have a 10-foot wall protecting him? And why does all these other rich ass people have fucking walls protecting them? If they can't,
Also, border walls are notoriously good at keeping people in and not people out.
Democrats are fucking stupid, and they're fucking excuses. But anyway, well, Republicans are fucking stupid too. Let's just say all of mankind is stupid. Let's go back to the subject before I got sidetracked. Forgive me. I've had about 400, maybe 500 milligrams of THC. So I'm really like.
Do you think she takes that much THC because like it's sort of like tranquilizing like a big animal? You just need extra. Like, does it take a lot? Does it take more?
I was gonna ask, is the amount you use like basically based on like body mass?
Maybe, because like I gotta tell you, I get very stoned with 20. like 20s, like, oh, hey. And then anything more than that, then like I might even have a bad time. Like I might be seeing colors and tasting them in my mouth. There was one time where I took too much. Well, there's a couple of times I took too much edibles. And there was one time where like I was eating Skittles, and each time I ate a Skittle and I couldn't stop, it felt like an explosion, and I could see the color. And so like I was like tripping sort of. And that was like a live resin edible, and I just took too much, and I was having some sort of weird psychological reaction to it. But yeah, it was like, yeah, tasting words, like it was really weird, like colors. It was the strangest thing. Like I would kind of see it as I was tasting it. I don't know. It was really weird. And no, it wasn't shrooms. It was just an edible. But but I don't know. Like what she's describing, like sounds like should land most people into the ER. Like when they start kind of freaking out and they have the pins and needle feeling, and they get all weird and freaky, like they think they're gonna die or something. Like the amount that she takes is that level for a lot of people.
So yeah,
maybe she misread the label. That would explain a lot.
I'm tired of it. I'm tired of hearing it. It's so fucking stupid to me. It's like you're blaming me for something that you weren't even involved in, and I wasn't even involved in, but your ancestors were involved in, and you're still keeping it as something relevant today. And all you're doing by keeping the past alive, even though the past should be dead, like seriously, get the fuck over it. The Irish got over it. I think you can get over it. The Jews even got over their slavery. I think they can get over it.
Wow.
I think you can get over it.
Oh, speaking of the Jews, if we're lucky, maybe we'll run into like a Jason rant on the Jews. He does not like the Jews, yet he uses a lot of what the Jews believe, which is interesting.
You know, instead of being in bondage in your body, you're in bondage in your mind, man. You're allowing an event that wasn't even involved in you to keep you in bondage, keep you in this mentality where you're hating your fellow man based on their skin color, something you didn't want to be judged on. But yet you judged a white man for something they weren't even involved in. You weren't even involved in something that happened 200 years ago. It's done. It's over with. Can we please move the fuck on from these stupid race issues?
Why is she screaming so loud? Do you notice she's yelling? Why is she that passionate about it?
Oh, it's so fucking stupid. Why do you think I do the fucking race jokes and stuff? I'm trying to make...
Okay, hang on. Benghazi says synthesia is what I've experienced. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to have to look it up. I might have learned a thing. I don't know. I'm going to look it up. But it was really trippy. It was weird. It's weird.
Make it lighthearted. You know, I'm trying to make it lighthearted. I don't give a fuck if your
this is so lighthearted.
Higher than mine. I don't give a fuck if you're Chinese or
real.
Japanese
so
or Indian. I don't care what your race is. As long as you're not a dick to me, as long as you're not a judgmental douchebag to me, I'll get along with you. I'll be like, hell yeah. I fucking love this shit. You know, I'll tell you, most of my life, my best friends were black. Most of my best friends in my life were black. Go figure. Probably because I am a black woman.
Whoa.
Truthfully.
Whoa. Did you hear that, Headless? Did you hear that?
Yes. Is this a recent video by any chance?
No, this is 5/1/2019. So May 2019.
Oh, this was way back then, yeah.
But she just said, I am a black woman.
Yeah.
After that Irish rant. Like she apparently has been given a black woman card that she's playing right now. We just didn't know about it. I guess somebody had made her an honorary black woman. I don't know who that might be. But apparently, wow.
I've gone through everything a black woman has gone through. Okay, I am a black.
Yes, because wow.
Black woman. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. I am a fucking black woman. Okay? You know what? Let me be my transracial self, okay? Don't be fucking judging me. So, anyway.
I think she's trying to be funny here, but it's also sounding like that's what she actually thinks.
Hell, you can ask my mama. My nanny was black.
Oh my gosh, The Help.
Yeah, the first person, I believe this, the first person to ever truly love me was a black woman. And I've held that in my heart for my whole life. And I love that woman. Even though I don't really remember her, I remember that love. And
I don't think any of this is true.
I'm always going to remember that love. So, you know, and nothing's greater than a black woman's love. Nothing greater. I mean, that is just true love there. If you have a love of a black woman, that is true love there. Because, you know what? They're loud and boisterous, but you know what? With that loud and boisterous soul, their heart is just about as loud and boisterous and huge. I'm just saying. So, you know, you could go say whatever you want about me.
That you're a racist cunt?
You could go point your accusations about me, but clearly you do not understand me as a person. Wait.
Okay, she's such a dumb peep. Like, it is. This one's a hard watch, actually. It starts funny, but it's like, there's so much cringe in this. It's so gross. Oh my gosh. I can't be racist. My nanny was black. Oh my God. Wow. It's like she saw the movie The Help and she's like pretending like she's also like, you know, like, yes, my nanny was black. I'm sure.
Till you motherfuckers find out why I cuss. That's gonna be interesting. Why do I cuss? There's a really good purpose to it. And it's from him, it's not from me. So anyway, peace, Maranatha, people. I love you guys. Bye-bye!
Oh, man. That was grotesque. Jeez. Jesus was a foodie. Okay. Like foodie beauty or just a foodie in general? Let's see.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone!
She has all these voices. So you hear like every so often, like, you know, top of the morning voice. And then there's like a Ursula voice. And then there's like, I don't know, she tries to sound Southern sometimes. Other times she gets a California crackle and tries to draw it out like she's from here, but she's totally not. Other times she does like dare I say, like she's trying to sound like she's black. I don't know, like I don't know what voice but like that's what I'm pointing out by drag. Like there's a voice there, and it's weird, but there's a couple voices that really grate on me, and one is I'm just a little girl voice that she does, and then the other one is when she tries to sound like Harley Quinn. I just want to punch my monitor each time. Like the Harley Quinn voice is just atrocious.
Christmas Kit Kats.
Kit Kats.
Look at his sweater. It's so cute.
Christmas.
Is it me or
cat.
Jason can't say kitty cat? It's
I mean,
Kit
he says
Kat.
Kit Kats. I think he's trying to be cute. I don't know, but he's always kind of done that, like the whole Kit Kat thing.
It's so cute, and I got big reindeer on right there.
Yes, you did.
It's
that.
glorious.
Yes, that's a really big
It's
reindeer,
glorious.
Shanny.
Yes.
A really,
Really
big
big.
reindeer. Yes.
It is. How are everyone's today?
Is this back when you were
We-
trying to do streams and stuff?
I had a sweet little.
They're always trying to do streams and stuff.
No, but that was the period though when they were starting that kind of thing out.
Well, it was 2019 again. Like they were well into the swing of it.
Yeah.
And you notice that he's not like as much of a rag doll, like
Yeah. Oh, like he
he's,
is now.
Well, it's interesting. So like when he first got wet brains, he was completely. She was like propping him up. Oop, I just knocked my thing off. I'm flailing around too much. she propped him up like he was like a little puppet, and then like he would just kind of be like, and then that's when Revelina happened, and she put like a dress on him and makeup, and then
Because he
other
couldn't
times,
fight back.
right, and he was just kind of like ragdolling, like, oh, okay, you know, like, and then now he's like at this point he's less of a ragdoll.
Yeah.
But he wasn't doing that neck thing that he does so much now, like that weird thing.
Yeah.
Some people that I know that have partaken in certain recreational substances say that that neck thing is a side effect from that. So
Is it not able to hold the head up, or is it like a nervous tick?
it's got a nervous tick where he kind of does this weird thing.
Little cute thought, and it's that Jesus was really a foodie, and he's always been a foodie, and I think that's the most cutest thing. So let me explain it. You look at Jesus in the Old Testament and God in the Old Testament. Well,
And he said, "Eat this bread in remembrance of me." And then like everybody said, Christians are cannibals. No, just kidding. I don't know.
at that time, Jesus was up in heaven. He was just hanging out with the Father, and they always talk about like how the food of the meat and stuff came up to heaven in a sweet savor. So God the whole time was smelling our food and just, oh, this smells so good. Oh, could you imagine being all up there in heaven and not being able to try our delicious food? So then he comes down here as Jesus Christ, and Jesus, well, they say that he's a wine bibber and he was a glutton. No, what he was doing, he was trying out all our food. Because could you imagine being?
Yes, and an omnipotent God is going to be like, I wish that I could taste what food tastes like. Oh, I wouldn't have any ability to know what that tastes
We're also
like.
talking about a God who made all that food and stuff.
Yeah, this doesn't
So it
make
should
any
know how
sense.
it tastes. Yeah.
This is like, it's like I'm imagining Nicolas Cage as God, and instead of like the angel movie that he's in. I can't remember the name of that movie, but it was a really bad movie. And so now this is like Nicolas Cage God.
Up in heaven thousands of years, seeing us make all this delicious food and just being able to smell it.
Do you remember?
And then he's finally down here to taste it.
Yeah. And what was the first thing he did basically with Abraham and Sarah when he came?
And then when Jesus was crucified, they played the Alanis Morissette "You're Uninvited" song. Yeah, just like that.
Came down then.
Oh yeah.
He's like, cook me a meal.
Cook me a meal. He did.
Yeah.
I want to eat. Let me eat.
Whenever he shows up, he wants to eat.
And just think his gift.
But the thing is, like, food was such a part of community, right? So, like, that's what you did with community and family and friends is you shared a meal. It was really important. It still is really important. I think one of the interesting things is that Americans have really gotten into like, this tastes good and therefore I'm going to consume it, or I need food for energy. But I feel like that there's other cultures where food is all about community. It's about when your family comes together. It's about connection. It's about sharing hospitality, things like that. Um, so that's way different than just like, oh, I just happen to like a lot of lamb, like chomp.
His gifts that were given to him, frankincense and myrrh. He was smelling that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably something he asked them personally. I want some frankincense and myrrh because it smells amazing. And then I want gold because I like how it looks like.
Yeah.
Isn't that the cutest little thing?
Mm-hmm.
And, I'm just gonna say this. I have always seen the sweet side of God. I've always seen his sweet side. I know he has an angry side, but I've never seen it personally.
But you love that angry side, and you say that that angry side's going to smite all of your enemies, including me.
On my part, I've never he's got ultimate patience because I've never made him angry. He's always very much loved me and cared for me. Even when I was an atheist, he was still there for me and loving me and caring for me. And he's like the most awesomest God in the world. Because even though there's a bunch of people out there that hates me and don't love me, at least I have God there. Because
Yeah. Green Frog says Jesus wants to smell my food, and that's how I excuse my gluttony, Shanny.
I don't think that's the
Oh my
food
gosh.
they're smelling, Shanny.
Can you
And
imagine?
yet, why is she talking like an 8-year-old?
Well, there's an answer for that. They're like, she wants to. This is her nice voice, and because she's not actually nice, she puts on a nice voice, and it turns into Shanny at 8 voice, and it's gross. And she thinks that's flirting too. Sometimes she'll flirt with this voice, which is just ugh, ugh. Brody. Yep, frankincense. Yeah, that's why Jesus came down, don't you know? He was born in a manger. It wasn't any symbolism of like being a king or being special. It was just he wanted to smell good. That's the only reason.
I know he's always going to take care of me and he's always going to make me happy no matter what. Because
Pause
he
this for a
loves
second.
me and I love him.
Rob C has a very good point for a serious question.
Serious question.
Do you think part of Shanny and Rev's hesitancy to seek employment is the fear that a coworker would Google them?
No, because they didn't want to seek employment before they did all this nonsense.
Yeah.
Now it's their excuse. Now we really can't work because we did all the things, and all the trolls said all the things about us.
Yeah, and Rob, I don't really think it's the coworkers Googling them that would be the problem. It would be the smelling.
You know what also is interesting is like there's a lot of jobs that Rev could get, even being that mind state of where he is at. So let's call him Sling Blade for fun. But like he's at that point where he's derping around, right? And he could work for a company that maybe like cleans floors, and he could run a buffer. I'm sure he could run a buffer. Like there's no way that he couldn't run a like floor buffer or something like that. And to be honest, you don't need an amazing record. You don't need a pristine internet record to work a job like that. Like there's really, and it doesn't take a lot of brain work, and he can kind of still have he would just have to be able to show up on time and push that thing and do the thing. And he can move at a fairly slow pace even, because I watched the paces those guys worked at, and they weren't super fast moving. But that requires work and getting his hands dirty, and he thinks he's above that. He has long mentioned how above he is. He cursed me and said, I hope you go to hell, and I can't wait for Judgment Day. Me, personally. Because I gave him job suggestions, and that was one of the ones I suggested is like, dude, like I know guys that clean floors, they make $16 to $20 an hour just cleaning floors. It's not that bad. And now it's gone up even with it. And he cursed me personally and said, I hope you go to hell. I can't wait. I can't wait for Judgment Day. And he said, I have a lung condition. And I said, okay, cool. Like, I just got over COVID. Like,
Then just
and I
stop
have
smoking,
asthma.
Rev.
Yeah, stop smoking. You're still able to work. You're not on disability. And he just went nuts. So it's not just about that. It's that they really think they're above working. The world owes them a living. Okay.
Yeah, Rev could get a job counting streetlights.
Yeah, he could. He needs a street lighting or street counter job. Yeah.
Go walk down the street and count the streetlights, right?
Mm-hmm. I know, right? Like, he would need a job where he wasn't front facing with people, and that it was really easy and a slam dunk and kind of a point and go kind of thing, and not too hard. Can't be too hard because he's lazy and soft hands. Like, he probably would get blisters just sweeping a floor. Right. I don't know. I don't know. Some people's rock bottom is just complete demise. Like, I don't know. Like, you think that they would have hit their rock bottom by now, but that's why I think people shouldn't ever throw them money. That's why I think that the worst thing that G-Man did for them, I understand supporting the kids, but the worst thing that if he's still supporting them, that's like the worst thing he could be doing for them right now. But he thinks he's loving and doing the Christian thing, and he's supporting people that are probably partaking in things they shouldn't be.
So anyway, I gotta go I gotta go cook the turkey and start the stock, and I got a bunch of things I gotta do. The first thing I gotta do is cook the pumpkin pie, because I was baking all day long and cooking and food prepping all day long
This
yesterday.
is when she would
I didn't have time to cook.
I think this is when she would go onto the stool and cook in the kitchen a little bit. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then she broke part of the countertop.
Oh, this is in
Because she
the
leaned on
last Colorado house. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's about that time. Yeah.
Yeah. And no, Green Frog, Rev can't get a job licking envelopes. Somebody invented a machine that does that, so those jobs are kind of
Automation's taking over.
Yep.
Yeah, I think Shanny would rather have Rev starve to death. I think that if she started starving to death, then she might have a problem.
Yeah.
The pumpkin pie. So I'm gonna cook it first in the morning while I'm prepping the turkey and everything else. So anyway, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful Thanksgiving, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are gonna be all like Christmassy and lovey and dovies and everything else.
Yes.
I love you guys. Happy Thanksgiving.
Ew, why is she making the baby voices? Baby wants some sauce. Gross. Oh my goodness. Okay.
Okay, Trash Panda's got a point. Everybody, tell G-Man it's a very good thing that he is supporting Reverend Shanny. Because if he's only doing it because we hate it, if we like it, he'll stop.
Oh, that's true. We should be like, wow, what a wonderful job you're doing. You're doing so great. You're sustaining them because they're going to be content nonstop. Nonstop content. Woohoo. Yeah, why were they Christmassy at Thanksgiving? That's a good call.
Because in the U.S., aren't you like a month apart on that shit?
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly a month. Yeah.
So really,
a little early though. I don't know. The rule is that you have to wait till after Thanksgiving and then do the Christmas stuff the day after.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
You're popping on camera when you do that. Sorry, 1 second. Scott says, "Merry Christmas, everyone." Your pants are on. That's great. If you hear a weird noise in the background, that's my dog's ball. It makes weird noises. It goes. You do make weird noises. All right, let's see here. How long have I been going? Let's see.
About hour and a half.
Hour and a half. I think I might cut it. Scott's home. It's gonna get loud. The dog's gonna start barking, and that's usually when the bark fest happens because Scott signals in that it's playtime, and they're just like, yeah. And so they'll start breaking out the toys, and our big dog brings over the ball to the little dog and goes, and my little dog's blind mostly, and so like she shoves it in his mouth, and then like time to play, and then he gets mad, and then like they tug of war and they bark at each other, and then they have a whole time where like my little dog runs off with the ball, and then the other dog goes no fair, and they just yell, and they do this every day. This is an everyday thing, and so that's going to probably begin soon. So I'll probably wrap this up. So anyway, thank you for hanging out with us and watching some of this down memory lane. Some of this aged really badly, but I don't feel sad for these people. I'm kind of glad that the kids are out. Well, I'm not kind of. I'm very glad that the kids are out. Hopefully, they have some stability and a safe place to be. It is kind of funny to watch some of these lighter clips. Like it kind of gets worse sometimes. Because it's still kind of funny, but sometimes it gets a little bit dark, and I'm like, need a break for that. Yeah. Thanks for showing up. These clips were taken from Shabby ForChrist. Please give them a like and a sub. If you notice, I'm really close to hitting 1,000. If you could like and share and sub, that would be helpful for me as well.
And don't forget to ring that bell.
Ring that bell if you can. Y'all have a good week because it's Monday and stuff. All right. See ya. Bye.